Welcome back, everyone. You know the drill. Dave.
And Dave.
And this is the Sports Rant. Okay, we're going to get into this quick because last week we took a long time to take it to Final Destination.
Right.
All right, NFL Divisional games.
Yes.
Once again, I was 0-4.
Right.
He was 1-3.
Better, man.
All of our picks went totally the other way. Okay?
Yeah.
Colts and Chiefs. Wow. You want to talk? You want to take this?
Yeah. I'll start this off. I thought the Colts D was going to come out and stomp the Chiefs. I didn't think they were going to be able to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I was wrong. On both fronts.
Yes.
They ran the hell out the ball to a tune of 278 yards, which was no. That was Pat Mahomes.
No, that was
Mahomes stats. I had this written down somewhere. But anyway, Damian Williams,
Yeah.
who nobody ever heard of,
Nope.
runs for $129, and they weren't able to do anything. My boy Darius Lennox did get 14 tackles, who's steady showing me he's going to be the next Ray Lewis out here. But
maybe, yeah.
they really couldn't do anything, man.
No.
They couldn't do anything.
Luck ran out for Luck, too. 19 for 36 for 203 yards. That's just a shade over 50% on his completion.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. And like you said, Kansas City was in control from the start.
Yeah, went up 14 in the first quarter, man.
Yeah, but Mahomes is showing like he's a seasoned vet right now. Normally you get these rookies and they acting like, oh shit, it's the playoffs, it's a different beast.
Well, he's not a rookie. Let's not.
All right, forward that. He had that one start the year before. All right.
Right.
In my eyes, he's a rookie.
Okay.
First full year starting, and he's acting like he's fucking Tom Brady.
He's killing it.
All right. Plus, he just has those awesome fucking throws. He just
got
throws
it
from every fucking angle.
His father was a baseball player.
And that's just it. You know who he reminds me of sometimes when he comes with them? Remember Jeter in the playoffs against Oakland? He had to throw that to get Giambi out the home plate. That's what Mahomes remind me of sometimes. And like you said, his pops was with the New York Mets and that's the baseball in him.
Classic Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Go to hell, Caesar.
Okay.
Cowboys and Rams.
Woo!
You can go ahead and no. I need this one. All right.
Okay.
Now look, Dak Prescott. They're gonna have a decision to make this all season, and they're gonna make this. They're gonna have to pay him.
They are.
They're gonna pay him.
Because you know what? They didn't lose that game because of him.
They didn't. They didn't lose it because of him. They didn't win it because of him. Let me tell you where they lost today. And I'll give you, this is where I'm giving my man C's props. C's been telling me for years how horrible Sean Lee is. Now, he's bugging because Sean Lee wasn't horrible.
No.
But the injuries have clearly caught up to him.
Yes, they have.
When the Rams scored, Sean Lee was in the game. They ran the ball down their throats for 273 yards and 3 touchdowns. Because as you saw, Jared Goff couldn't do shit.
No.
But, they Sean Lee, it was basically when they put Leighton Vander Esch in there, I was totally wrong about him.
No, Vander Esch is going to be
a real deal.
Yes, he is.
He's a real deal. I call him a caveman white boy.
Whatever you want to call him, he is their future middle linebacker and run stuffer.
Along with your boy from your school.
Shit. The Notre Dame kid that broke his leg. Yeah, shit. I can't think of his name.
Tore his whole knee and all that nonsense.
And no one thought he was going to do nothing. And here he is playing like it never happened.
Right.
But yeah, so Zeke didn't eat his Wheaties that day.
Good. We're full length shirt.
Which mind you,
how about that?
This is for all you millennials out there who may be watching. You don't talk shit. You don't boast until the game is over and you victorious. All this keep feeding.
For 47
yards. 47 yards? You average less than 2.5 yards a carry. You're supposed to be the next coming to Emmitt Smith as far as Cowboy Nation is concerned.
Well, I will say this about that. Domicon came to play.
That he did.
That boy came to play.
We were just saying this last week too because this is the game that we picked the Cowboys to win.
Right.
Because LA's defense ain't done jack shit this year. Against the run, they haven't stopped anybody. And you're right, they came to play. And Ndamukong Suh just shut them down.
So that's the end of my Cowboys to the Super Bowl talks. praise the Lord. I didn't want them to go anyway, but
no.
I felt they had the strongest defense. Had they left Van Der Esch in the game, maybe they would have won. But you know what? You didn't, so you lost.
But again,
and that's it.
This goes back to what I've been saying this whole time. Jason Garrett is overrated as a head coach because you got to see that Sean Lee is struggling earlier than that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't wait. If they running the ball like crazy on you, you put Van Der Esch in sooner.
And they stop running the ball when you put him in the game.
Exactly.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you about him being overrated because everybody hates him.
Yeah.
So
except Jerry Jones.
Except the person that matters. You know, which is give him another extension. That's what I'm talking about. I want him for 12 more years.
Yeah, you wouldn't be saying that if he was on the Redskins.
No, I wouldn't. But I want them to fail.
All right, so Chargers the Patriots.
Right.
Huge letdown. This game was pretty much unwatchable after the first half.
Yeah.
I mean, 35-7.
35-7.
I mean, Rivers was, let's just say the river ran dry. Okay, now even though he threw for over 300 yards,
51 times.
He threw for 51 times, 25 completions. That's less than 50% for all y'all that need to do some math. You can't do that in an NFL championship, a playoff game. You can't. And then you flip the script. There were 10 rushing attempts for the entire game for a net of 19 yards. Anthony Lynn, I was praising you ever since you made that gutsy-ass call against the Chiefs, going for two to win it. And you had shown me you were right. You are a former running back and a running backs coach before you ever got to this position. And you only rushed the ball 10 times? Nah.
You got to cut them a little slack. I mean, like you said, they were down 35-7 at the half. I mean, wow. You can't run it.
Game, though.
They made them one-dimensional. And that's where I'm going to give my man Phillip Rivers a little slack. Yes, I said it. I'm cutting him a little slack. But just a little bit. Only because they made them one-dimensional. And Bill Belichick, the best coach who ever lived.
Best defensive coach,
definitely. When you cause a team to be one-dimensional, it's easier to play that way, and they gotta struggle.
I'll give you that. Brady was Brady. He showed why they call him Tom Terrific. You couldn't argue this. 34 for 44, 343 yards, and Julian Edelman 9 catches for 151. That little dude just finds himself open all the fucking time.
You know what it is?
It's sickening.
It's called being professional.
That it is.
That's what they do there. He wasn't trying to say in the offseason, the former Patriots, we didn't have fun there. Did you hoist Lombardi trophies? Ain't about your goddamn fun. It's about winning. Shut up. Stop complaining. And like my man says, do your job.
I'm going to take a drink to that one.
You know what I'm saying? Half of sissies. And I'm going to get it to the Eagles and the Saints.
Ooh.
Now, this was a pretty good game.
I
enjoyed this.
To start, you thought Philly was going to run away with this.
What they were going to monkey stomp these dudes.
Because you turn around, oh shit, it's 14-0, and we still in the first fucking quarter.
20 straight points on these gumps.
Not just the fact 23 points. And you know what? Here's where injuries did play in. Because Fletcher Cox went out. He's their big run stopper.
Body bag game.
And guess what? Ingram and Kamara just went nuts.
They went crazy.
Okay?
They went crazy.
Granted, it wasn't like Gurley and C.J. Anderson where they had over 100 yards each, but combined they did their job.
Right.
And they were key. They were key to changing up the defense enough. So now when it came time to pass, my man Drew Cool Breeze was able to do his thing.
Yes. Hit people in stride, hit them wide open. I mean, the man is playing quarterback at a level right now where we barely have seen it. We've seen it when Tom played y'all Giants that year. The quarterbacking at this level that Drew Brees is playing is of a legendary note. He got 75% completion percentage for the season. Well, who does
crazy.
that? It's not like he's throwing little check downs.
Nope.
He's getting the ball down there.
Yes, he is.
It was pretty good. My favorite part of the evening was when Alshon Jeffrey drops the ball to make it a game-winning interception.
I felt for him. You
felt for him.
I felt for him, man.
Eagles.
I don't care. It's you get that far in the season. Everyone counted you out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody
and you
counted them
fought
out.
your way back. You did what you had to get in the playoffs.
Uh-huh.
You go in and you took care of business last week in Chicago, bowl places where no one expected them to win. And here you are, you're trying to orchestrate a game-winning drive.
Right.
And you basically the one that cost it for your team.
Yeah.
I had to feel it. I know I'm not a Philly fan, but as a fan of football, I had to feel for him.
I hate those. We sponsored by Jameson today, baby.
All
right, here we go.
Okay, so championship game
this weekend.
Now we got the 2 future Hall of Famers,
right,
against the 2 future All Stars,
right,
and this is kind of close, but I say in the first game with the Saints and the Rams, I'm giving an edge to the Rams here.
Okay,
I'm giving an edge to the Rams because since that first week 9 meeting, a couple things have changed. First of all, they didn't have Aqib Talib in that game. So between Talib and Peters, they're going to double up Thomas.
Right.
All right?
No. You know what? No. All right. Well, go ahead.
I think they're going to double up Thomas.
Go ahead.
And you know what? I think the Rams are probably going to do the same thing they did the Cowboys. They're going to shut down the run game.
Mm-hmm.
So just like the Patriots made the Chargers one-dimensional, I see the Rams doing the same thing to the Saints.
Right.
I think McVay, although he has to out-strategize Peyton, I think he may be able to do it.
Right. All right. Well, I'm going to disagree with you as far as the doubling up. Aqib Talib is a monster. All right. He is. I used to hate on Aqib Talib when he was running around shooting up people and smacking his moms around. You know, I was hating on him. That was the dude they asked him was mother a prostitute, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was Des Bryant.
That was Bryant.
Whatever. But you know, Aqib Talib was a knucklehead.
He was.
But he's a shut down corner. He's nice.
Yes, he is.
He's nice. Marcus Peters, he's gonna get gun smoked this week. Drew Brees is gonna carve him up. He's gonna get him out of his head because Marcus Peters is a knucklehead.
Well, that's why he's gonna play secondary. He gonna be second fiddle to Talib.
Yeah.
Talib is gonna be the main defender.
But that's why he's gonna be on Michael Thomas. I think he's gonna be on him by himself, and everybody else is just gonna take all the other receivers.
All right.
Now, I don't know about this game as far as who's gonna win. You're taking the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams.
All right, we got to be definitive. That's how we are.
I'm taking the Rams.
Definitive. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Saints. Man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the Saints on this one. I think Drew Brees, it's his time.
And you know what? Not for nothing, he's 4-4. I'm 0-8 in the playoffs. So if you betting, you may want to go with him.
You know, you mushed me last week. You did. You caught me, man. You cared. All right. We got the Patriots and the Chiefs.
This one is going to be good. Okay?
I'm going to go first with my prediction.
Go ahead.
All right. It's the young gunner versus the old, veteran or whatever. I don't bet against the Patriots. They'll be going back to the Super Bowl again. I don't trust Andy Reid in these situations. He'll do something like bad clock management or stop running the ball or something stupid.
Right.
And he'll cost them the game and they're going to lose.
I want to agree with you. I want to agree with you simply because of the Andy Reid factor. Okay. Andy Reid has only been to the Super Bowl once his entire coaching career.
Right.
Just so happens to be way back in Super Bowl 39 against Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Right.
And we all remember how they lost that. I think it was 24-21. And Vinatieri won that. Anyway.
Donovan McNabb lost it is basically what happened.
That too.
Talking to you, Jermaine.
That too. Okay.
Skip passes.
But this is a little different. It's not McNabb.
Right.
It's Mahomes.
Right.
If Mahomes limits the mistakes that he had in that first half, in the first meeting, in what was that, week 6, I see Chiefs.
Okay.
And as much as I derailed from that a couple of weeks back when the playoffs started, we right back to my initial Super Bowl prediction: Chiefs-Rams.
Yeah. I mean, look, my Super Bowl prediction is nowhere near now, so it is what it is.
It is.
I got the Pats and the Saints.
Which will be good either way.
Yeah, it'll be good either way. Whatever combination you make.
You either get the future of the NFL or the legends of the NFL.
Right.
Or
a legend versus an old guy.
Whatever.
It's good
win-win.
Football.
It's win-win. But if you get Breeze versus Brady, then all those people that say, "Oh, well, Breeze never beat Brady in the Super Bowl. Brady never beat Breeze," you'd be able to settle that argument once and for all.
There you go.
Antonio Brown. Woo. The sweepstakes is going to be on soon.
One of my favorite topics.
Okay. Who's willing to play? Who's willing to play the sweepstakes? That is, who's willing to pay, and who's going to end up buying stock in Advil when everything is said and done? Because this is going to cause one hell of a headache, not just for whatever team ends up with Antonio Brown, but for the fan base. Because a lot of these fan bases that we're going to name is going to have a problem with this.
You think so?
I think so. Simply because of the drama he's causing right now.
All right.
Okay.
Let's count off one by one.
Let's start off with the Cardinals. And mind you, each and every one of these teams, I think, is a viable destination for AB. Okay. Cardinals have a shitload of cap space. They're losing Fitzgerald. I believe Fitzgerald said this was going to be his last year, and he's retiring. So you're going to need another number one receiver. Okay. If you slide him into Arizona with Rosen, that young offense,
or Mahomes, not Mahomes, or dude from Oklahoma, Kyle Murray.
Oh, yeah, true. Because the rumors are Kyle Murray might be drafted by Arizona too.
Right.
Then you have a cornerstone for your franchise for the next few years. Will it happen? Who knows? The other possible destination could be.
Let me get my opinion on the Cardinals.
Go ahead.
He's not going to the Cardinals for basically two reasons. The first reason is he's a diva, right? He was getting 100 balls a game and was complaining that he wasn't getting the ball enough. He's not playing with no Chosen Rosen. That will ruin my man Chosen Rosen's career. He was complaining about Big Ben, who might be going to the Hall of Fame.
Might be.
He's not gonna go. If he goes to the Arizona Cardinals, who don't make dumb decisions, they make silly decisions, but they don't make dumb decisions.
Right.
That would be a dumb decision for them, because you're gonna lose, and you're gonna have this guy ruining your locker room.
Yeah, that's a good point. Next team on the list is the Dallas Cowboys. Now, they got a shit ton of decisions to make, not just with Dak. They need to see if they're going to re-sign Amari Cooper. They got DeMarcus Lawrence. Who up until a couple of years ago I thought was a bust. He's become one of the premier pass rushers in the league. Hell, if he was on the Giants, I'd want him.
Right.
Cowboys, though, would be strapped for cash after signing a few of these guys. And it's not just a question of whether they can afford them. It's do they even want to deal with that nonsense.
Oh, Jerry Jones loves the nonsense.
This is one of the reasons you got rid of Dez.
And the fact that he wasn't productive anymore. This dude, Antonio Brown, he's going to the Hall of Fame. Antonio Brown is the best wide receiver in football. Let's not get this fucked up. I don't like Antonio Brown because of his behavior.
Right.
As a football player, it don't get no better.
He's the one thing, though.
He's one of one.
He's ridiculous. He's going to be over 30 now.
He's going to be 31 when the season starts.
Okay, so wrong side of 30 in football.
Listen, that makes sense. What you're saying.
But because Dez ain't that much older.
Yeah, but Dez.
I was saying, you're saying Dez lost a step. So how much longer before AB loses a step?
It might be 2 years. I don't think it's the same scenario. Let me explain why. Dez wasn't a great route runner to begin with. He was a jump in the air and grab the ball kind of guy. True. Antonio Brown is a route runner. He's a pro's pro. He worked hard in the off season. I don't think Dez worked hard in the off season. I think Dez probably smoked weed and smashed chicks in the off season. And I'm sure Antonio Brown.
You had his money, you'd be doing the same thing. We all would.
Yes, we all would.
Okay.
But whatever. I'm not blaming him for that. I'm just saying, I don't think he's a professional like up to the standard as Antonio Brown is.
All right, fair enough.
That's why I think it's gonna last. Antonio Brown is gonna last age like Larry Fitzgerald is, but he doesn't have the professionalism when it comes to actually being a pro and not recording shit in the fucking locker room and complaining about dumb shit. You know.
Whatever happens, AB, stay off the Twitter.
Stay off the.
Anyway,
he's not going.
No, I know he's not. The Jets.
A serious contender, I think.
This would definitely play well in New York, I think. As much as you have a lot of people coming out negatively about AB because of everything we just mentioned, the Jets are a franchise that is on the cusp of turning things. You got Quincy Enunwa, not a number one receiver. He is a number two, though.
Yeah, he's a good
okay?
number two.
You got Darno, who, if given the chance, if given the right offensive scheme, if given the right target, something he didn't have last year, he can make some plays.
They got the idiot who gets in trouble every offseason with the dreadlocks. I forget his name.
Yeah. I can't think of it either.
Williams or some nonsense.
Right.
Yeah, they got him. He's a pretty good number two receiver.
Yes, he is. But
I think this makes sense for the Jets to do.
It does, and they have the picks. They have the money. Rich McCann, GM, he should pull the trigger on this.
Yeah. Only problem, same problem with Arizona. You have a young quarterback who, I mean, if Antonio Brown ain't getting, 12 targets a game, he's gonna start with the mouth shit,
Maybe, but here's where the one difference between the Jets and the Cardinals.
Okay.
You have the New York media, which I think he would just love.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, unlike Pittsburgh, where your nearest cross rival is Philly, you go to the Jets, your cross rival plays in the same stadium.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at taking a back page away from the New York Giants. That's something the front office would love. That's something the fans of the Jets would love. And Antonio Bryant would feed into that like a mother.
You're right. You're right about that. That pushed them on the stage with a diva like Harden.
Right. And with a new coach, offensive-minded coach like Adam Gase, this could work for them.
I think we got wait a second.
We got a few more teams.
Wait a second. Because we got the 49ers, which would also
Shanahan.
Now they have a quarterback.
They do.
And they have money.
They have money. They have picks.
Yes.
And they are needing that number one receiver.
Yes. That would also be a great pick. And they have complementary pieces. They got the best young tight end in the league.
They have one of
the
upcoming offensive lines.
They drafted well. They have a nice running back.
They do. And you're looking at a fan base that has been hungry for contention. You're looking at an organization with 5 Super Bowl champions, one shy of Pittsburgh. So if he can go over there and help tie and surpass Pittsburgh in world championship titles, that's another place he'd love to play.
Yeah, we got two strong contenders right now.
Brandon Calvo, if you're watching, I know you enjoyed hearing that.
I think me and Brandon had a conversation about this.
Okay, Colts, this works only on one level. The fact that you're giving Andrew Luck someone other than Hilton.
Right. Another short guy.
Another short guy. Also a speedster, also a nice route runner. But the problem here is it's the Colts. And he'd be taking second seat to T.Y. Hilton and Andrew Luck.
I disagree. If Antonio Brown gets to Indianapolis, he's the number one. All right. T.Y. Hilton is good. He's very good. That boy good. But he ain't no Antonio Brown.
No, he's not.
You know what I'm saying?
But who's been there longer?
I don't really think it makes a difference.
No. I'm not saying as far as... let me correct myself. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying he'll be number 2 as far as the scheme is concerned.
Right.
I'm saying he's number 2 in the pecking order on the team. Number 1 is Luck. Right. Number 2 is Hilton.
Oh, you mean team dynamics?
Exactly.
Like that. All right.
Okay?
I can take that.
Now, is he willing to do that in a small market such as Indianapolis?
Well, when he flies there in his goddamn helicopter, then we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Scumbag.
The sleeper team I got here is the Patriots.
Nah.
Why not?
Nah. I'm going to tell you why not.
Hit me.
I'm going to tell you why not.
Hit me.
Because all of that shit he pulled in, there are a few top level professional organizations in the NFL.
Right.
The Patriots.
Yes.
The Steelers.
Yes.
The Giants.
To a degree.
The Giants, right? These people don't tolerate the bullshit. All right? You either get with the program or you get the fuck up out of here.
Right.
We don't need you.
This is true.
All right? The Patriots don't allow that nonsense. They make sure to check that shit at the door. They check Randy Moss.
But Randy Moss still came there.
Yes, he did.
And Randy Moss helped them to a Super Bowl.
Yes, he did.
They didn't win.
Yes, he did.
But I believe that's the year that Brady and Moss set the record, 50 touchdowns in the season.
Yeah, you know what?
The same record that Mahomes and what's this dude in KC, the receiver? Fucking speedster, the one that's with the trail.
We all know, the short.
They just set the same record this year.
Yeah.
Okay, Hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyreek Hill.
So they made it work with Moss. Moss was there for a couple of years before they shipped him out, and that was because he wasn't producing for them anymore.
I don't think that was the reason. I think the reason was that Bill Belichick was like, well, like I've always said, we don't have to win. We don't got to pay this dude. We don't have to pay him. We could get him the hell out of here and get people in here who aren't, with the tag price and still prosper. And that's exactly what happened.
Okay. But for the time that they had him, he made it work.
Yeah, he did. You might be right.
Okay.
And there is no trying to, complain to Tom Brady. Tom Brady will slap you in your mouth.
Not just Tom, Belichick.
But he don't even get that far.
No,
he don't even get that far. Don't you ever come to Tom Brady and say, why ain't you giving me the ball? You out of your goddamn mind.
And if it's not him, Gronk will run over and do something.
Yeah. Well, he ain't going to be playing for too much longer.
Gronk will come over with the Tide Pods.
All right. So, switching our focus to the NBA. And your boy, James Buckets Harden.
Fear the beard.
All right. Fear the beard. The boy's been balling lately.
Since December. In the last 18 games, 30-plus points a game, broke Kobe Bryant's record, which previously stood at 16 games of 30 points or more. The man's averaging 42 points a game during this stretch. It's fucking ridiculous.
He's balling, son.
He's balling. He's showing why he got MVP last year.
No doubt.
A lot of people didn't agree with it, but he's showing why he...
I didn't know why they didn't agree with it, but whatever. But here's the thing about Houston, all right?
Yeah.
They went on a real strong run in December. All right, I'm not talking about James Harden. We both agree he's balling. Let's talk about what his balling is doing for the team and wins.
Yes.
Which is what's important.
Yes.
All right? They killed in December. All right? Now they win-loss in January.
That's also true.
All right? They're tied for the Spurs in first place for the Southwest Division. You are saying that they need another complimentary piece.
I think they need another piece. If they're gonna push through and not just get at least home court in the first round, but make some noise in the playoffs. I don't know who it would be.
Well, your boy is coming back next week, Mr. Yee of
State Farm.
Yeah, Mr. Yee of ever always hurting, Mr. Yee of soft tissue injuries.
Yes,
because I don't think I've seen a muscle on Chris Paul in my life.
Not just do you not see a muscle, he tends to pull muscles that he doesn't have.
Exactly. Always. But did you know? All right. So they played 44 games.
Right.
Do you know how many times James Harden wasn't the leading scorer? I'll let you guess.
Out of those 44?
Out of 44 games.
One.
No, let's be a semi-realistic.
All right. 7 games.
Fucking close, Dave.
Okay.
Fucking close. 6 fucking games.
Okay.
Which is insane.
It is.
It's insane. That's insane. That's production.
It is.
He don't play defense.
No,
but,
he never did though.
It is what it is. Yeah.
But now,
wait. So you saying, can they beat the Rock? Can they beat the Golden State Warriors?
if they get another piece that can complement Harden, not Chris Paul. Okay. Look how far they took it last year.
Right.
Chris Paul, soft tissue Chris Paul, got hurt once again in Game 6, and it all fell apart for them.
All fell apart. Yeah.
Okay. But you could have made an argument last year if Chris Paul didn't get hurt.
They would have won.
They would have won. They would have beat Cleveland.
Yep.
They would have had their first championship since Akeem the Dream and company won back in 94 and 95.
Leaving Melo the only banana boat participant without a ring. That's what I really wanted.
We not surprised on that one.
That's what I really wanted.
Okay.
I fucking hate that guy.
No surprise, like we said, that this all started after Melo left Houston.
I mean, well, you talk to people in the Astor's Degrees group, and it wasn't Melo's fault. It's never Melo's fault for nothing.
It's Melo's fault. We're probably going to get a lot of comments for that one, aren't we?
Yeah, well, fuck them. You know, Golden State Warriors, that's what we would transition into.
Yes.
Now they have an important piece coming back.
Boogie.
I've been dying to talk about this. Boogie's back. DeMarcus. Let's go.
Now, we've spoken on Boogie and how
Several
we feel,
times.
how he's going to impact this club.
Right.
Okay. But things are a little different right now in this one regard. Golden State seems to have gotten it together over the last couple of weeks. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Everyone seems to be healthy, and I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss here if this is going to be good or bad. I want to give it 10 games before I decide if this is going to be a bust or not.
You're going to need longer than that, Dave, and I'm going to tell you why. They will go into the playoffs as the number 1 seed with or without Boogie Cousins.
Probably right.
All right. My test comes when they get to the playoffs, and not in the first round.
Fair.
I mean, when they get to the second round of the playoffs, that's when it starts. That's when tempers start to flare. Idiots start to show up.
Draymond.
Where people start arguing on the bench.
Draymond.
And Boogie starts to empower the ignorant nonsense. Now, my friends, the dudes in my Astor's Degree group, think that Boogie Cousins is the greatest thing on earth. Why? Because Boogie Cousins acts like a knucklehead. They love knucklehead stuff. They love it.
Well, knucklehead aside, remember, he has averaged a double-double the last couple of years.
He's lost everywhere he went, except for the Pelicans. All right. Wait. Now, like I said before about the Pelicans,
right?
They were like in the 4th spot when Boogie was there, and went to the 3rd spot or something like that when he left. If he's so great, if he's so important to teams, then why didn't anything change? It's because he's a cancer and a loser.
Okay, you can say that, but look at the Pelicans this year.
Right.
Okay. Without Boogie, where are they? Fighting for their playoff lives.
No doubt.
Okay? So you can make an argument that he made an impact. Okay. Maybe they didn't feel it right away last year. Maybe they played teams that were subpar for whatever reason. Okay? It is what it is. Maybe Steve Kerr has an answer. Maybe the fact that he's playing with the likes of Steph, KD, Clay. Maybe that changes fortunes for him in Golden State.
Well, what do you think they're going to do for his attitude?
They're going to be on the perimeter.
Okay.
So, which means he can be the lone man down low. Even if he's not dropping 20 a game, guess what he's there for?
To grab rebounds.
The boards.
Yeah. And he does do that.
Okay.
Boogie can play. You would listen. I want to make something clear. You will never hear me say DeMarcus Cousins can't play basketball. Right. That boy good. That boy good. You know, I'll never say that. He's nice.
That boy good.
Yeah.
Good and terrible.
Good and terrible. Exactly.
And for all y'all wondering, that's coming to America. Anyway,
if he had to tell you that you didn't
know,
go to another YouTube channel.
Exactly.
All right.
Now here's the thing. I always find that one of the most important non-numbered damn, I'm losing my words here. One of the most important aspects to a team that's not reflected in the numbers, second chance points. Okay? He gives Golden State that down low.
Yeah. As far as
they didn't have that with JaVale McGee.
Come on, JaVale McGee is a smadinka-dink. He's a guy. He's just another guy. He's a jag.
Please look that up, madinka-dink. I want to know if anyone knows the definition.
He's a jag, just another guy. He's not good. He's just athletic. All right. DeMarcus Cousins is a force.
Yes, he is.
All right. He's a force and he's nasty, but he's a locker room cancer. He's a moron. Just look at it this way.
Kentucky Wildcat.
Look at it this way. All right. Earlier this year, there was an issue with what's his name? Draymond Green and KD. All right. Draymond didn't know his place.
Yep.
All right. Draymond, you are not KD.
Nope.
You're never gonna be. Chill out. Just let the man rock. Right. And started, flipping on him. Now, my friends were like, "Oh, Dave, this is." I bet you're gonna say something about this. I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna say something about it." He's empowered by Boogie Cousins nonsense. And they were like, "Oh, I don't know how you can say that." Was it happening before? Is the question. No,
it wasn't.
It's happening now, and I'm telling you where it happened at some club where Boogie says, "Yo, this dude KD think he all of that," and got in Draymond's ignorant skull and started, feeling himself. That's where it starts.
I want to know how he know that.
I know it because I don't want to use the N-word. Then you keep trying to make me do it.
Jameson.
I'm not gonna do it. Okay. But you keep making me want to do it. But that's what it is.
All right. So we'll make a determination if it hurt or helped come playoff time.
Yeah, come playoff time.
All right, Finn.
Second round.
Okay. Lakers are 5-7 without LeBron, and there's already talk that he's close to returning.
Right.
Okay. Now here's the
groin injury, right?
From his groin injury. I was up here saying 34. He gets hurt. It's going to be longer than before, and this is one of them cases.
You called it.
This is one of them cases.
You called it. Now,
here's the thing. This has a dual effect on the Lakers. This hurt and helped them at the same time. It helped them because you saw against teams that they should have been beaten, although they also lost to teams they should have beaten.
Right.
But
Knicks,
holla.
Yeah. One of our 10 wins.
I don't even know how they lost that one, but that's a whole other thing. The young guys got more playing time. The bench guys got more playing time. Walton was able to coach without interference from LeBron.
You stay saying that. I don't understand. I don't know where you get this from. Go ahead.
But at the end of the day, the minute he steps foot back on that court, that all changes. Okay? So all these guys that were in a rhythm recently, they just had that nice come from behind overtime win against OKC last night without LeBron. Granted, OKC can't play D worth a damn right now.
Right now, ever.
I was trying to be nice. This is going to hurt him. This is going to hurt him because if he gets hurt again, or if he gets cold again, or you're going up against a really hot team in the playoffs, you turn to your bench, you're going to get zero productivity.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know about that, man. See, the thing about LeBron that I like, and I don't like a lot of things about LeBron, but I do like some things. And one of the things I like about LeBron is he's a team player. LeBron James
he passes
gets his teams involved.
He passes the ball.
And I think that if he's seen this, LeBron James isn't a dummy, which a miracle with a mother like that, a miracle that he's not a moron.
All right, let's leave the moms out of this.
I'm bringing his moms into it. It's a miracle he's not an idiot, but he's not. He's not.
Right.
And he's a smart guy.
He is.
He's a smart dude
yes.
when it comes to basketball and business and all of that stuff. Whatever.
Right.
That doesn't play into it, but
no,
the basketball stuff.
It's Hollywood LeBron.
I think that it's nothing but good for him. Because now he sees that these guys can play some. So now he's going to make them step their game up. Like, there's no more excuses.
True.
I don't want to hear this nonsense about you can't make that shot. I'm going to give you the ball,
right.
Make it. See, LeBron, but the problem with LeBron is he's not a thug. Michael Jordan was a thug. You missed it, you're going to have to see these hands after the game. And LeBron ain't like that.
It's amazing how many stories come out 20 years later about how Jordan got in motherfuckers' grills.
But that's how you win 6 championships.
This is true.
Kobe, same thing.
Yes.
I'll smack the dinner. Now, Kobe's a hoe ass dude, but Kobe was a fierce competitor, and sometimes that brought the thug out of him.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. But LeBron don't got that in him, and he needs that in order to beat the Warriors.
We'll see what happens come playoff time. Now, does LA make a blockbuster move before the trade deadline?
Who they gonna get?
And all signs point to Davis. That's the big acquisition for them. He's 2 years away from free agency, right? Mm-hmm. I think he can opt out of that final year of his contract after 2 years, become a free agent. This season, next season.
Who they gonna trade?
You would have to trade
Kuzma.
Kuzma
would have to go.
Yeah, you're talking about Randall most likely going.
Okay.
They're not too happy with Randall as it is in LA.
Cause he's not a for real player.
No, but then the other side of this is draft picks, because New Orleans is gonna want to rape him for draft picks.
Yeah, his next 3 years.
Okay.
But you know what? Yeah, take it. Anthony Davis is unbelievable. Here,
when healthy.
Take it.
When
healthy.
We know
Has
he
been
got
hurt
injured.
this season already?
Not severely.
He's not on his annual 40-game missing streak?
Not right now.
No? Okay.
That's where you're really going to roll the dice. It's not so much what you're giving away. It's are you going to get back value given his injury history.
Right. Agreed. Would you do it?
Hell no.
Nah?
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it simply for the reasons I just said. While LeBron was out, this team came together. They may not have won enough games that they should have, but they came together. They showed they can play without LBJ, which is important because LBJ is not always going to be LBJ. Age is going to become a factor before you know it. So this team needs to learn how to win together right now.
But wouldn't that be a better transition when you? But then again, he's hurt all the time.
He's hurt all the time.
I got you.
Now, if you get him as a free agent in 2 years, then that just makes you even better. You didn't have to give away nothing except some dollars.
Would you get him or Kawhi Leonard? Right now.
Well, no way Toronto's giving up Kawhi.
Well, we be giving him up.
No, there's no way they're trading to Kawhi.
Let's say they both hit free agency. I know Anthony Davis hit free agency in 2 years, and Kawhi hits it next year.
I go with Kawhi.
You go with Kawhi?
I go with Kawhi.
All right.
And whatever Toronto wanted, take it. You telling me LeBron, Kawhi on the floor at the same time?
Uh-huh.
That's 60-70 a game.
I'll tell you something, Dave. I'll tell you something, all right?
Tell me.
I'm going to look you in your eyes and tell you this. Never trust a dude who's over 25 and has braids. It's a life lesson. And listen to their uncle.
I'm going to get braids.
Right. I think we're well past that.
I don't think, they ain't growing out like that.
So let's get into some youth basketball and the AAU.
This is something that came up towards the end of 2018. An interview with Mark Cuban that I don't know if Mark should say anything to the press without running it by some people first.
Well, let me read to you what he said.
Go right ahead.
He said it is important because you're used to people being older than you, but you think it's just learn how to play basketball, and that's the biggest gift. When you're gifted as he is, and you actually learn to play the game. If you look at the basketball education of kids starting at 11 years old in Europe, and particularly Slovenia, which is basketball oriented, if we took our best kids and 7 years before they are McDonald's All-American, we sent them over to Slovenia to get an education, the league would be 1,000 times better. They just learn how to play basketball while our guys learn how to dunk and put together mixtapes. That's what Mark Cuban said, owner of the Dallas Mavericks, who's always in some shit.
Always.
He's always in some shit. Now, what do you think about those statements?
As I said, he needs to run his words by someone before he says them. However, when we're talking about the AAU,
right?
For those of you who don't know, they're a pay-to-play league. Pay-to-play leagues only care about one thing: winning. They don't care about development of skills.
Winning and showcasing.
Winning and showcasing, basically. Right. It is having a negative effect on basketball when it comes to these kids that are going to college or coming straight out of high school, going into the NBA.
Right.
There's not enough fundamentals learned. The technical development is not there for these kids.
Yeah, they get basketball dumb.
Everyone thinks they're the next LeBron. Everyone thinks they're the next Jordan. Everyone thinks they're the next Kobe. The next Jimmy Butler. Well, maybe not Jimmy Butler. But at the end of the day, it doesn't emphasize team. It emphasizes me. Okay?
Right.
That's not what basketball is. Basketball is 5 guys on a court at any given time, working together,
winning games.
This is why Carmelo is a loser. He forgot about the other 4 guys on his team. Again, getting back on the kids.
Him was that championship. But go ahead, getting back
on these kids. If they're going to become great basketball players in college or the pros, you need to learn fundamentals. The AAU does not teach that.
Right. So, according to my man Doc, all right.
What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc? Doc is fine with the AAU. Doc thinks that, well, the NBA is full of stars, and this is how you become stars and all this other nonsense. Winning is secondary to my man Doc. It's all about putting up 100,000 points and losing.
That's fine for NBA 2K.
Not in real life.
Not in real life.
Real life is about team play.
Let me tell you something. You got some of the best players in NBA history that do not have a ring that would trade the world for that ring, who had the skill set that is sorely missing from today's game. Guys like Karl Malone, John Stockton. One of the best point guards in the game to ever play the game. Holds his record for the most assists.
Did Jason Kidd have a ring?
Jason Kidd has a ring.
For who?
Dallas.
That's right. That's when all the old motherfuckers got together.
That's when all the old motherfuckers got together. Okay. Yeah. That's when Tyson Chandler could still D up.
Dave, listen, for the rest of the sports talk,
we're not bringing up Chandler?
Please don't talk about that man in my presence.
You do remember he was a Bull first, and he didn't do jack shit for us either.
I hate that dude. There's probably nobody I hate more than Tyson.
He plays his best games against New York and Chicago, if you've never noticed that.
Hope somebody shoots him in his Adam's apple.
Oh, we may have to delete that.
He got the president.
We're going to get the fucking video blocked.
Tyson Chandler.
Shit. All right, so.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, when Mark Cuban made the comment about dunks and mixtapes, it was obvious a racist comment at that point.
Very.
Because we know who you talking about. Like, come on, son. Black people ain't the only people that play in AAU. All right? It's a fundamentally flawed system.
Yes.
And it's not just black kids. It's everybody who plays in that league.
If you got money, you playing.
Or if you ridiculously nice, you playing.
There you go.
Now, I applaud teams that, that try to develop fundamentals. Like people who win, like the Portland Trailblazers. They're a fundamentally sound team.
Yes.
The Spurs, they're not fun to watch, but they're fundamentally sound.
Greg Popovich.
This is how you win with inferior talent. You play to do the fundamentals,
yes,
and to make sure you grab rebounds and you grab offensive and defensive.
You realize when you
pass the ball.
Thank you. You're not clear for the shot. You pass.
You do all of these things, and that's how you win. It's nice to have superstars.
You know what else?
But it's also nice to win.
You know you don't see no more boxing out.
Nobody does that.
How you get boards if you're not boxing someone out?
How you see Dennis Rodman go up against 7-footers, and because he was just diligent, patient, and a tactician, he knew what he was doing. Yep. That's what you're supposed to do. It's very simple. Just work on the fundamentals. My man Andre, they started bringing up to me all of these guys who played, and most of them were white guys. But I would say, what about Andre Miller?
That's a good one.
We called him Old Man Game.
Yes.
How long is Andre Miller still playing? He was in the league for like 70 years, just doing the fundamental stuff.
At the end, coming off the bench for fundamentals.
With fundamentals.
But guess what he has on his hands? Rings. Fundamentals. It's not a wasted topic.
No, it's not a wasted art.
No.
You should do these things. This is important.
If you're good now with just rudimentary skills, fundamentals will make you great.
Better. It'll make you whatever. If you're like ridiculously nice without fundamentals,
yes,
you can be super ridiculously nice. It's like when did you see the Dream Team documentary?
Yes.
You remember when, which is my favorite part of the documentary, when they're talking to Tony Kukoc. And Tony Kukoc is saying, you know, I'm hot shit or whatever the case may be, and Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen decided that, yo, you've been hearing about this dude for a whole year. Fuck this dude. He's not scoring a point.
Shut down.
And they went and played defense like you're supposed to play defense. Fundamental defense.
And what did that do to Tony Kukoc when he finally came to Chicago?
It made him better. It made him great.
Thank you.
But going back to the documentary, it was hilarious because Tony Kukoc's like teammate said, "What did you do to these guys?" Nothing. Just the thought that you think you're gonna come in here and mess with us and take our spots. Listen, we about to show you what it is. You know, that right there speaks to how fundamental basketball or any sport trumps skill.
Amen.
Trumps talent. It trumps talent.
Well,
so I don't disagree with Mark Cuban totally. I disagree with him being
way he said
racist.
Yes. Yeah. So we're gonna close this week out with something we failed to do last week. We had introduced a new topic that we were gonna do: heroes and zeros. You want to start off?
I sure do want to
start
off. I sure do want to start off.
So you guys, your hero.
I'm gonna start off with my hero. My hero is Tony Beckham. All right, this happened like a couple of weeks ago. Tony Beckham's daughter gets out the shower. 15-year-old girl. It's about 6:40 in the morning. You know, she goes get out the shower. She goes into her room. You know, getting dressed for the morning for her daily commute to school. And some fucking pervert is outside whacking off to his daughter. Now, Tony Beckham is a former cornerback for the Tennessee Titans.
Yep.
So he sees money, all right, who is Jeffrey Cassidy, 48-year-old white guy from Florida.
Sounds like a stalker name.
Sounds like a pervert name, right? Jeffrey Cassidy. So he sees him and runs outside to talk to him. He tries to run away from an NFL cornerback. He catches him, clocks him in the eye. Jeffrey gets arrested. You know Jeffrey's excuse for being out there? In the bushes?
Yeah.
His fucking car. He said his car broke down and I was waiting till it cooled down. I'm not in here getting in my pants, whacking off to your 15-year-old daughter like a goddamn pervert. Now, here's my problem. Now, he's my hero, you know, Tony Beckham. But here's my problem. You could have shot him and got away with it. if somebody is whacking off to my 15-year-old daughter outside of her window at 6:40 in the morning, a black eye is something that's gonna be the bare minimum. That we're gonna start off with the black eye.
Look, if for me personally, and I have a 15-year-old daughter. Okay,
she's 15.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
16 in 2 months.
Damn.
Time flies.
Time flies like a motherfucker.
Anyway,
Jesus.
I can tell you right now, not only will my knuckles be bloody, I'd be going to jail that same day. Because that man would be dead.
But not really in Florida. You can get away with anything in Florida.
I'd still be arrested from the get-go.
Yeah, all right, no problem.
Okay?
Yeah.
That night I'd be in jail.
As you should be.
Okay?
And you know what people in jail will do?
Wait a minute. Maybe it's Florida. They got a lot of golf resorts down there, so golf clap.
Exactly.
All right. So, I'm gonna jump on my hero.
Go ahead.
My hero this week, not as violent, and I know Mr. McNamara is gonna say something again about that, but my hero this week is the San Antonio Spurs fan base for showing love to Tony Parker in his lone return since being traded to the Charlotte Hornets. This is a man who was ingratiated and helped this franchise win, 4 of the 5 titles under Greg Popovich.
Best coach in basketball I've ever seen.
First ballot Hall of Famer. For all things that have happened, it could have flown under the radar because he's not even starting with Charlotte. I mean, he's going to start over Kemba Walker? Of course not. But the minute that man stepped on the floor, you would have thought His Holiness the Pope was blessing the fucking arena.
That's what should have happened.
Okay, so I applaud the San Antonio Spurs fan base for showing love. I also applaud him for a couple weeks back for booing the shit out of Kawhi Leonard for what he did to them. But
you applaud them for that too?
Hell yeah.
Well, according to people I know, that he deserved to. You know what? That's next week.
That's it. All right, we're going to the next week.
Go into your zero, because this is personal.
Oh,
Go ahead.
So my zero, for all of those who, especially in New York, who may or may not listen to WFAN radio, Joe Beningo and Evan Roberts have their own little talk show. And they themselves did a little bitching and ranting the other day when Adam Gase was announced as the Jets head coach. They think of themselves as the preeminent Jet fans. Now, everybody who's watched knows I'm Giants, he's Redskins. But I'm going to tell you something right now. With all the candidates that were out there, Adam Gase is probably the best chance the Jets have to win next season. Okay? You're talking about a division that's filled with Miami Dolphins, who's got no one on their team. Buffalo, who always seems to be lost in the shuffle. Doesn't matter who they draft. All right? And you're trying to eventually set yourself up to succeed. The Patriots. Why would you not want someone who is supposedly player-friendly, offensive-minded, offensive genius, which is something the Jets have not had with the last 2 head coaches.
Right.
And you're going to tear into him like a homeless guy on some Ritz crackers. Are you insane?
You homeless guys like
the man hasn't even coached one fucking game. Yeah. And you giving him grief. This is why no fucking head coach in New York City wants to go on any one of them fucking talk shows.
It was the eye thing that got them.
This shit? Well, I don't know what that shit was. Adam Gates looked a little bugged out. Maybe he was hitting the Jameson that day too. But that came the fucking introduction came after the rant by Beningo.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
Oh man.
So
who did they want?
But that's just it. You look at who's out there. They wanted McCarthy, the same McCarthy whose own players on the Packers said he's too old and too out of touch with today's game.
Yeah, but everybody knows that.
Yes.
Your radio personalities. How did you not know that? Yeah, that's silly. That's a good zero.
Okay, right, Benigno Roberts, suck a dick.
There you go. Here we go.
Yep. Oh, the hat is on.
Woo! Here we go. My zero today is the Washington Redskins. My favorite team of all sports.
I'm gonna sit back for this one.
My favorite team in the world. Okay. You want to know how to do something the wrong way?
Hit 'em.
Do it the Redskins way. All right. Your name is racist. It is. It is. Do I think it's racist? Yes. I'm a black man. I think your name is racist. The Native Americans don't. So don't change it.
Well, no. That's not exactly true. They're split on it. They're split.
9 out of 10 Native Americans don't consider it racist. There's been poll upon poll.
I don't trust polls.
If you can show me a poll that says otherwise, I'll agree with you.
I'll show you a poll, but I'd rather see a honey on that poll.
Amen to that.
All right.
But, whatever. It is what it is. That's for you motherfuckers who say racist skins instead of the Redskins. All right. Now, the Redskins went after Greg Williams. They went after Joe Woods, right? We assume the defensive coordinator position. You know who the Redskins defensive coordinator is? His name is Greg Minutsky.
Greg Nuts D's?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
All right. Greg Minutsky never been fired. He still has a job.
Yes.
They were interviewing these motherfuckers while he still had a job. All right?
Meanwhile, where's Greg Double G Williams now?
At the Jets.
Defensive coordinator of the Jets.
And he's gonna murder there.
Jamal Adams about to love him. So
yes,
Greg
he
Williams.
Is. Woo! That's his little Sean Taylor right
yes,
there.
Yes, it is.
So, Torian Gray was let go and went somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Did we hear about that from the Redskins?
Nope.
No. Ben Kotvika went on a lateral move, just like Torian Gray, to somebody else's squad. Do the Redskins advertise that? No. Do they say they fired people? No. Because the Redskins does everything the wrong way. Bruce Allen, the fucking team president, is back for a 9th year. You know Bruce Allen's record since he became team president? 59, 84, and 1. How do you still have a job?
I got one answer for you.
It's the Redskins.
It's Dan Snyder.
Hold on. I'm not finished yet. Bill Callahan, the best offensive line coach in football, according to many. He may be gone. Why? Because we decided to keep this poop butt pussy coach, Jay Gruden. He gets intimidated, and anybody that has lip for him. We had Sean McVay. He's gone. We had Kyle Shanahan. He's gone. Everybody is gone except for Jay, who can't get over 9 wins in a season. You make me sick to my stomach. I rue the day that I first became a Redskins fan. I rue the day. I hate you all. And fucking Dan Snyder just went and bought another yacht off of my hard-earned money. Go eat 10 dicks, Dan Snyder. You fucking fuck. I hate you more than I hate James Dolan.
Wow.
Son of
more than James Dolan. And James Dolan got a lot of hate for you.
I fucking hate, especially for me. I was kicked out of fucking Madison Square Garden 3 times fucking with James Dolan.
I'd pay to see that.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it to my man Bob, so I couldn't do it. I wanted to, Dave. I wanted to just get kicked out. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't do it.
I tell you what, one day you just buy the cheap seats. This way you don't mess with Bob's.
But you can't see him from the cheap seats.
But you can yell all you want. Yell all you want.
You know what? I'm gonna buy Bob seats, and I can't do it.
You can't do that.
I'm gonna buy somebody else's seats.
Buy someone else. Go on StubHub, buy someone else's seats,
and go in
with a fucking bullhorn.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
you'll last about 5 minutes.
Eat several dicks, James Dolan. I might throw something at him. Ah!
And don't let it be a shoe, because no one will block it.
No. It's foul, son.
Hey.
What's wrong, son?
Excuse me. My team gave Jabari Parker $40 million.
You know who's trying to trade for Jabari Parker?
Not your Knicks. That's already been shot down. That's already been shot down. You can
for Enos Cancer?
Unclench your ass right now. Okay? It's not going to happen.
Because I just heard this yesterday.
I know. It ain't going to happen.
Well, thank you, Bulls, for saving us from ourselves. Thank you. A fucking Enos Cancer is a goddamn a fugitive in his own country.
That's a damn shame.
He couldn't even go.
No. By the way, how the fuck do you lose a game on a goaltend?
We about to leave the Sports Fix, the Sports Rant, all right? We ain't going to talk about this. We're losing for Zion, which I don't even know if he's going to be a good NBA player.
No. You think RJ.
I think RJ better.
You're vying for RJ.
But I will say this. Every time I watch Zion, he impresses me more and more. He's ridiculous.
You know why? Do you know why? He's learning fundamentals.
My name. There you go.
All right. That's it for this week. We're going to be back at this next week because that's what we do.
That's right.
As always, he's Dave.
And he's Dave.
And this was the Sports Rant.
Holla.
Peace.
Oh! No. No.
Oh.
My man, Magnanimous.
Oh, shit.
Mohammed.
You know you got to answer some of this shit.
You say I owe you an apology. Fuck your apology. Okay. You can eat a bag of Muslim dish.
Oh.
Did you really think you were getting an apology from me?
Wow.
Are you serious?
Okay.
Are you serious?
So,
Mo, you know I love you to death.
You know
and we gonna go and fat together.
You know what this means, right?
In a couple of months.
You know what
But I ain't giving you no apology, my nigga.
You know what this means.
Stop.
You know what this means, right?
This
means that we're gonna have to one day in the very near future
go
do this in Brooklyn
and put
and
Mo on the show.
Yes.
You coming on the show.
You're going to be let know when we're going to be in Brooklyn, and you are more than welcome to come by.
In a couple of weeks.
Okay.
We coming through, son.
Yes. Sports Rant from Brooklyn. It's going to happen.
It's happening.
Okay. That's it for this week. You know the deal. Tune in next week.
Later.
Until then, enjoy this weekend's games. Peace.
Peace.